have a very quiet microphone, I've discovered. So, anyway, so last month I was kind of invited to be in a rock school. It's basically where you learn how to, excuse my hair. It is being really retarded right now. Great. So, anyway, ADHD. So, I was invited to be in a rock school, which is basically where you learn to interact with other musicians and write songs and just be in a band. And it's really fun because I have the comfort of knowing that I do not have to do a big performance at the end. I love it. It's a really great feeling. So, I was required to write one song for the beginning of this rock school, basically. And tip, so for writing, if you want to be a songwriter and you just don't know how to put your emotions into a song, or like what I had was I would write one super emotional and super good verse, or I would write a super good chorus, but I just didn't know how to write another verse or a chorus along with it. And so what I did, or what he suggested that I did, excuse my grammar as well, but what he suggested that I do, I think that's right, he suggested that I take newspaper and magazine clippings and, not pictures, but, words, because, you can't really make a song out of pictures. Just me, maybe? But anyway, so he would just take newspaper clippings and put them into sentences, which is a really good way of doing it. So, yeah. And that's how I wrote my first song. And then I realized that that song was not as good as I wanted it to be. It kind of sucked a little bit. But it was an assignment, so it was a B+. So basically, I recently went into my room and just sat down and wrote this song that is, I'm proud of it. And it is called My Blood Pumping Prison. And that sounds super gory, but it's not, I swear. And I showed it to a couple of my bandmates, and that sounds so, gay. Bandmates. I'm gonna call them my band buds. No, that sounds stupid too. If you have an idea what I should call my bandmates, then comment below, because, it sounds gay. So, no offense to the gay people out there. So, it's not gory. So I showed this to a couple of my band people. That's better. And he pointed out that it kind of sounded like I was a child molester. But, I'm not. So, yay! Here we go. So, this is My Blood Pumping Prison. Her and her fingers that just push too hard until they break into so many pieces she couldn't count if she tried. I understand her logic now, but back then I didn't know how. I was much too ignorant for that. I thought life would be a snap, easy as pie, but I hadn't even tried. Just a little girl in her favorite dress, singing in the garden that I gave her. Knowing she can't escape, she runs towards the gate, but I grabbed her, took her away to a place where she could stay. My heart is where she'll stay. She can't get away. She's locked up in my cage, singing on the stage. It's everything that she's always wanted. She realized that she doesn't want it. Back to the garden is where she'll be. Watering the garden, sowing her seeds, smiling at me as she gives me her needs. I make a list of everything she's always wanted and something that she's always needed. something to take her away, but I had something to say. I knew they make her dizzy, hazy-eyed, remarks that were snide. Instead of going down the slide, she'd go down the hill of desperacy. So instead, my heart is where she'll stay. She can't get away. She's locked up in my cage, singing on the stage. It's everything that she's always wanted. She realized that she doesn't want it. Back to the garden is where she'll be. Her mother cries as she sees her. Her eyes sparkle with missing feeling. But I felt something kick as she left me. I felt I couldn't see. I couldn't let her leave. Shamefully, I grabbed her hand. I hoped she'd understand. So soft and innocent it seemed at the time. But I see that now. I ripped her away from a place she should have stayed now. My heart is where she'll stay. She can't get away. She's locked up in my cage, sitting on the stage. It's everything that she's always wanted. She realized that she doesn't want it. Back to the garden is where she'll be. Yeah, so that's that. And I really like that song. It's kind of, it's really emotional. I will put the lyrics in the, it's not called a sidebar anymore, down box. That also sounds gay. Yay! Okay. I officially said gay like 6 times in this video. Alrighty, so